I want to move to what could be the worst trade in LA Kings history. The worst trade in LA Kings history.
Okay.
Acquiring Gretzky.
Not acquiring Gretzky. That was a great trade.
Okay.
Because they didn't really give up much.
It did pretty well.
Yeah.
When they traded him, I don't know what they got. But that was probably not great. But
Oh, God. PTSD from that fucking trade tree video.
But let's talk about this.
Yeah.
Let's go to 2022.
2022. Okay.
Who did the LA Kings trade for in 2022, guys? I'm
Trade
gonna make you
for?
guess. Yeah. Big acquisition deadline. Actually, no. Draft acquisition. We would have talked about it. We'd have been in...
That wasn't Dubois, was it?
Nope.
No. What was it?
No, that's 2022. So we
Dubois was last
Were we
year.
in Montreal or was it Nashville? Montreal.
Montreal, yeah.
A draft trade. So, okay, you're not talking about the Korpisalo, Gavrikov thing. At the draft in Montreal. I don't remember what they did.
They traded for Kevin Fiala.
Oh,
Who's been really good.
yeah, he's been really good.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
Yeah.
To trade Kevin Fiala, they and he's been, like I said, he's been good for the Kings.
Oh, yeah.
Trade for Kevin Fiala. They traded some 45th overall pick by the name of Brock Faber.
Yes.
Ooh, who they drafted, right?
Yeah.
Yes, and a 2022, so like later that day or the next day, first round pick, who is Liam Ogren, who's got a fantastic scouting report on elite prospects, and I highly recommend you check it out.
Hot damn. Well, I mean,
so-
you win it on Faber alone.
I think you win it on Faber, and Brock Faber has officially signed his extension. He played 2 games for the Minnesota Wild in 2023 as a rookie, and then played all 82 last year, getting 47 points. He broke. He was 3rd in power play assists, 3rd in power play points, tied for 1st in assists on the team, 1st in block shots with 150.
Wow.
Set single season Wild records for assists by a rookie ahead of Kalen Addison, who had 26 and 22-23, and points by a rookie defenseman, beating Philip Kuba. Remember him?
Oh, yeah.
Truba. 30 points in 2000-2001. This extension will expire when Leo, your son, is 13 years old.
Oh, my God.
My goodness.
20
Adam, you left off of his resume one important thing. He's a Stanley Cup champion. He won the Stanley Cup with the 2026 Toronto Maple Leafs.
Oh, you dick. I was like, wait, what? Oh, Jesse's video
Brock
game.
Faber was a part of our team that won the
he
cup.
was. He was.
He's a member of the Crab People.
He was. Oh man, that's so funny.
We love Brock
That
Faber.
was actually that's one of my favorite highlights this season. I loved that.
We had a good time on that stream.
Did
a
you
great stream.
Did you have a very similar team to the one they have, or did you make like some big changes?
Jeez. Stop.
What? What?
So,
It's a question.
Brock Faber's contract will not kick in this year. The Minnesota Wild are in year 3, I believe, of cap hell. Am I right on that? Yeah. So this is their last year of cap hell.
We can just fact check anything with Hayden.
And
Wild to the Wild.
And so instead of paying Ryan Suter and Zach Parise $10 million next year, they'll pay after this coming year, because it's not next year yet. After this coming season, they'll pay $10 million in real money to Brock Faber, but the actual hit is $8.5 million. There is a 15-team no trade list according to Puckpedia in years 6 through 8. So it's there's a no move clause and a 15-team no trade list, meaning that he can't be sent down, he can't be waived, but he can be traded anywhere except for the last 2 years where it's only 15 teams.
I wish people would stop saying, yeah, but he hasn't played very much. Like, how many times?
Dude, I said that about Joe Woll.
Dude,
And it still looks like a good deal, but I do think, I think Brock Faber being the Calder runner-up puts him in a different
You kind of
category.
know when guys are going to be good.
Yeah.
There's no pretending that Brock Faber won't be very good in the NHL for many years to come.
Kirill Kaprizov signed his friggin' deal after 56 games. He's pretty good, actually. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. Like, this deal is every bit as good as like I think it was all within a week of each other. It was Adam Fox, Charlie McAvoy, Cale Makar.
Yep.
Cale Makar at $9 million is cracked. But like Faber signing at 8.5 a few years later, to me at least as impressive.
Now, I look at this and I compare it almost directly to the Jake Sanderson contract that was signed last year. Sanderson obviously came into the NHL as a 5th-round pick. He's also a left shot. And I think Faber...
Wasn't Sanderson 5th overall?
5th, that's what I said, 5th pick. 5th overall.
Oh.
Sorry, 5th,
I
not
think you
5th
said
round.
5th round.
Yeah, I meant 5th overall, sorry. Not 45th, which is what Faber was.
Got it.
But he shoots left, Faber shoots right.
Which, there's a $2 million premium.
It matters. It matters. And it's not $2 million, it's $500,000 in this case. But interestingly, Jake Sanderson on not very good Ottawa Senators teams, 38 points. Then he signs the deal. He had 32 last year. Now it really kicks into gear. Actually, I'm wrong on that. 32 the year before when he signed the deal, then 38. Brock Faber comes in, lights it up with 47. Seems like a pretty solid bet.
He was an extremely, extremely good rookie.
And I don't know if you know this, but there's a video circulating that we cannot play because I think it would be copywritten, but it's on social media for the Minnesota Wild, and they actually they put him on video with his mom. His mom was there when they signed the contract, and Bill Guerin's like, "You sure you want to do this?" Bill Guerin's got a good sense of humor, so it seems like that is what you need, and there seems to be with the Minnesota Wild a factory of good young defensemen all the time, dating back to when Brent Burns was a forward, but I count him as a defenseman now. Right shot guys who come in, and Brock Faber to me is the future captain of this team.
Oh yeah, they do a really good job finding talent. They're in weird cap hell right now,
But that ends soon.
yeah. No, they're this is a great contract. Really, really great contract. Just don't ask producer Drew. He probably thinks it sucks.
Why do you think so?
Yeah, he's an Avs fan.
yeah, he's gonna have to pay.
So on
pay
principle,
Brock.
he hates it.
Yeah, it seems like for Brock Faber, like all they need to really do is get through this next year, and then he's going to be surrounded. Him and Kaprizov are going to be surrounded by stars, and they might still squeak in. They made the playoffs the year one of cap hell. Last year they missed it.
Their goaltending situation is really interesting.
Why?
But Fleury's, how much does he have left
39.
in the tank?
Yeah.
Philip Gustafson,
If you ask Alan, Fleury could play another 10 years.
of course. Philip Gustafson, if he finds that consistency, is a really, really good goalie. And they got Jesper Wallstedt, who's like one of the best, if not the best goalie prospects in the world. Just waiting. Just waiting for when everyone's ready for him.
Yeah.
Just waiting.
I think one of the more interesting things from this past draft was the Wild moving up to take Z Bouvium.
Steve Bouillon, yeah.
Yeah, and that's gonna be Hayden saying, "Fuck yeah," because that's the pair of the future. It's Bouillon and Faber because he's a left shot, Faber's the right shot, and that can be one pairing for the rest of eternity in Minnesota. And I think like they're building something really good there in Minnesota.
I love their system. The other guy that I forgot had signed this extension, and this goes until. I hope you're ready for this. Only until Leo's going to be like 9.
Oh, okay.
Is Matt Bolding, $7 million. That starts this year.
That's another pretty good deal.
Yeah. And you got Kaprizov for a couple more years this year and next at $9 million. And then he's going to ask for, like, I imagine Kaprizov gets 10, 11, 12 million the next year after that.
I think we looked at the Parise Suter buyouts wrong. Because I remember at the time being like, oh, that means you got to contend now. And then you're going to go through your years of pain. But I think what it was trying to do was to set the team up for future success. We're going to do what we can now. There's going to be some pain. And now they're setting themselves up for the future with these friggin' awesome deals.
Weren't